Hi friends, I'm the vegan. I make a dressing today. It's a very simple one. It's a cashew cream dressing. I remembered it from an auntie. When I was little, we always went to an auntie. She had a little farm. My favorite uncle was there. They had animals, tigers, little animals, little cats, little kittens, kitty cats. In a barn, play with them and always looking for them. Where are they now? In the big hay stacks, That was so cool. Yeah. And she always made a green salad. The salad, of course, was from their little garden there. And she had just an amazing dressing. And the lettuce, green lettuce, is very tender, leafy green, light. It's a very light, slightly bitter only, not really bitter. But you have to have a nice dressing and a simple dressing. And she just took cream with a little pepper, salt, and maybe it was some vinegar. So I don't know what she did, what she put in there, but very simple. And it worked amazingly. It was the best dressing ever for me. So I just tried to copy that with cashews. They are my favorite to go to when I want to make something like cream. I always go to cashews. They have this buttery flavor. I love cashews for these. They're so easy to make. You have a cup of cashews. Now I make a little bit more than I need for one salad. Here, a cup of cashews. Maybe I will have a half a liter of dressing or so. Let's see what I come up with. Has to have the right texture. I put a lemon in there. Here, just a lemon, peeled. Very simple. Pepper and salt. Here, pepper and salt, teaspoon each, a little bit more maybe. Heaping teaspoon. If you don't have a power blender, you can take, of course, grated pepper. But the power blender has no problem with the peppercorns. That's nice. I have a peppercorns always. I have also some ground pepper. I have that too, but peppercorns are more fresh. I have one of my favorite brand of peppercorns here, Telly Cherry. If you know Telly Cherry pepper, to me it's wonderful. That's nice. So I put the corns in there. You can have any kind of pepper, of course, like pepper, to make it very simple and classic. And she always put sugar in there. I take dates, of course. I won't take sugar, no, no way. The dates are my favorite sweetener. So that's that all. I mean, sour and sweet, yeah. The balancing, lemon with a date, and the cashews for the cream, pepper and salt for the seasoning, that's it. And water, of course. Put some water. Yeah, the dressing for lettuces, the tender leafy greens, need to be runny, of course. You have a heavy cream, then the lettuce would be mashed. And the beauty of lettuce is its freshness. Yeah, the fresh, crispy leaves, that's what makes the best of a lettuce. I mean, to me, there is maybe no other plant, no other food plant where freshness is so important. Like lettuce. But let's see what happens here. Maybe I have to add some more water. Blender dance. I will have to blend it a second time. The cashews have not been soaked. I don't do that usually. Sometimes I do it for some better texture. I have some reasons for that. But usually I don't soak the nuts. It's not important. To me, it's not important. I mean, you lose maybe some nutrients. Some nuts, especially with the dark peel, they have something that you have to soak. When some people soak that because these nuts or seeds, they block some nutrients from being absorbed. They're called phytins. The phytins are the blocker. But now we know that the phytins at the same time, they also help to prevent cancer in the intestine especially. So these soaking nuts or seeds has two sides. You know, there are some good effects. You soaking and washing it out, that helps you absorb more nutrients from the food. On the other side, you lose the cancer prevention a little bit. So what do you want? To me, I say in modern times, and especially in the 21st century, most people do not starve anymore to death. Most people die in the Western countries, in our countries here, mostly of overeating. They eat the wrong food, the wrong proteins, or junk food, and so they get sick because they have the wrong food, not a lack of nutrients. Yeah, that's bad. And so nutrient is not my problem, the lack of nutrients. So not absorbing enough nutrients is maybe not my first problem. More important is to avoid cancer. So, but I don't know. That is not a scientific proven opinion here. I just don't feel like soaking my nuts if it's not necessary. Yeah, I don't know. I have so many nutrients here, so many fruit and vegetables, nuts and seeds all the time. The variety is so big, so I don't seem to have a big problem with nutrients. But the cancer, I mean, we don't know, you know. That is a very difficult thing still. Many people are dying of cancer, and you better be careful with that. Yeah. So plant-based diet is a good start, and more or less nutrients, well, okay. So it is a little bit thick, that's for sure. So I will taste it now. Maybe I have to twist a little bit with the seasoning. Definitely I have to use more water. And right now, the cashews are soaking a little bit. So the first blending breaks the nuts down. Now they soak fast. After the blending, it warms up a little bit. Soaking is very fast now, it gets thick. Yeah. And then I put a little bit more water and blend a second time, a second blending. Then it's really creamy and nice, and I put it into a glass to preserve my dressing for my salad. Tasting it. Oh yeah, exactly. It's so easy to measure. A cup of cashews, 1 lemon, teaspoon pepper and salt each, 3, 4, 5 dates, water. The dressing is done. Wonderful. Very straight and simple. One more bit of water. Yeah. And a second blender. Second blender dance. Second chance to dance. That's even more than half a liter. It's almost a liter. It's good to have a little bit more. Maybe 4 or 5 days it will keep in the refrigerator. Peppercorns. I have a piece of pepper here. Makes me a little bit. Doesn't matter. Yeah, that's the texture is nice. And you know, if I put that into a glass and put it in the refrigerator with a sealed container, and take it out again after the next day or 2 days or so, it can be I have to put a little bit more water in there. That's easy. You just put a little water, shake it, and your dressing is ready. You put more salt, more pepper, more lemon, whatever you like. You can tweak the pre-made dressing very easily. You could even add other seasonings, but in this case, I go with the easy way, just like this cashew cream dressing as a new standard dressing. I will make some salads with that, but first I taste it. Yeah, the second blending works miracles because it makes it really creamy and homogeneous, so the flavors get all nicely combined, and that's how I want my dressing. I show you what it looks like here. That is a typical sealed container for my dressings. It's half a liter or so. Put the dressing in there. You see the creaminess? You could have a little bit more water in there. Yeah. Depends on the kind of salad you make. When I would put it on a lettuce, maybe I would put a little bit more water here. But that's okay to seal it now for the fridge. I have a little bit more, half more of this. And I'm happy. Yeah, this is a wonderful dressing. It's so easy. Yeah, the last one was a garlic sesame dressing. It was also very nice. It's a very different one. Garlic sesame dressing is very strong in the flavor, very poignant, and that is I've used that for many salads already. I have some recipes out. You can look. And now this is the next one. I will guess I make some salads with that. I already made one. And I'm looking forward to that. It's a very fun dressing. It's so nice, very easy. Yeah, not complicated flavors, no garlic, no sesame seed, that's a little bit bitter. And no, nothing, just cashews. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. If you like my videos, subscribe, MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. Find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter.